Welcome to ES Planetary Ascension News for July 2023. Our theme for this month, Blue Rainbow Bridge. Dear Ascending Family, the planet entered the cosmic energy cycle earlier this year with the center blue rainbow crystal diamond core of the cosmic spirit body layers opening to transmit spirit cell clusters that contain the first creation core memory cell of each unique individual's eternal spirit family. This triple solar matrix planetary activation to build out the portal systems for the Blue Rainbow Bridge has brought into the reality unprecedented levels of cosmic energies that reflect within the ranges of gamma ray activity. Frequencies that are known to be recorded in the human brain during profoundly deep meditation and when brain waves are attuned to the highest consciousness states. During the weekend leading up to the summer solstice, the planetary grid system and crystal core received a massive influx of rainbow plasmic gamma rays containing Blue Rainbow Bridge instruction sets from the Emerald Order that are initiating stages of Diamond Sun DNA activation throughout the Palladorian groups that have agreed to function as the universal Blue Rainbow Bridge for the rest of angelic humanity. The Blue Rainbow Bridge is a Palladorian Diamond Sun star-born embodiment sequence with crystal key activations for Ankh body, in which the genetic keys are designed to act as the gatekeeper access into several intermediary portal systems created between our planetary and galactic consciousness layers and the eternal cosmic Christos Emerald founders. The Emerald Crystal Heart portal systems encompass massive living star geometries that are building interdimensional portal systems from the God worlds throughout sun-star disk systems that link with multiple layers of universal Ankh bodies and crystal cathedral networks, which are the spiritual dwellings of the Emerald founders in their triple solar Rishi, Resha, God body emanations. Essentially, we can consider the Blue Rainbow Bridge to be akin to a floating bridge of the seven higher heavens, in which the cosmic Christos intelligence is generating higher dimensional platforms into the cosmic hall of records for the purpose of recreating or terraforming the planet through the creation of natural features such as lands, rivers, trees, angelic creatures, and aurora elementals which are filled with the cosmic life force. This spiritual creation connects with the cosmic mother's silver white flames, which generates a silvery white mist that blankets the morphogenetic fields of instruction sets and appear to be related to the embodiment sequence of Merida, Bridget, Guinevere's triple solar Resha flames and solar dragon rings throughout the planet. For those first wave ascending prototypers with Palladorian pre-birth agreements and those indigo families that accepted the higher Diamond Sun DNA genetic package going back to 1972, the Blue Rainbow Bridge instruction set has ignited a range of intense solar body activations. The Palladorian starseed family is undergoing sequences of activations as their light body is being linked into the Blue Rainbow Bridge as genetic key holders that function as the consciousness gatekeeper access into organic portal systems leading into other organic time waves and dimensional realities hosted by guardians. This genetic key activation has produced an amplification of intensified polarities with a side of cross-spiraling chaos, catalyzing intense physical ramifications akin to some of the most powerful Kundalini spiritual body activations coming through the blue rainbow sun stars that have ever been integrated into a human physical form. This group definitely felt when the Universal Time Matrix reset button was pushed on the weekend before summer solstice, and have been riding the blue flame Melchizedek genetic key corrections and blue rainbow solar spirit waves since then, with outpourings of personal light body upgrades and reconfigurations, which include deep layers of etheric rewiring. Thus, exposure to such high gamma waves can make stabilizing and grounding into our body more difficult, and comes with sensations of physical disorientation, brain rewiring, and metabolic dysregulation that may interrupt normal day-to-day biorhythms such as sleeping, eating, and working patterns. With the recent transmissions, we are receiving the fruits of our labor as the result of the reclamation of the Alhambra Palace and Orion's Belt, as the cosmic Elohai reclaimed the planetary Unus Mundi and Axis Mundi in various positions of the celestial sphere in previous timelines during these challenging Emerald Guardian projects. Gaining control over the planetary Axis Mundi and its position during several historical events was important for gaining complete control over the direction of future timelines, and thus the verticals and horizontals were converged into the planetary crystal core, thereby successfully anchoring them throughout the respective 8-dimensional gold currents and 9th-dimensional silver currents in the planetary Stargate network. Further, by transmitting light seed codes and genetic keys throughout the 1111 gateway, complex crystalline mathematical geometries of 11-pointed stars began forming, representing the corrections of the planetary Adamic body template in the male 5-star and female 6-star patterns that unify into the herogamic template of universal star-human coupling seeded into the Albion network. This embodiment sequence connected to the cosmic Elohai parents is required for the genetic key sequences that open the organic portal technologies that are directly linked into the Palladorian's blue rainbow bridge seated in the holy mountain of Mount Kailash. With the onset of the Palladorian activation cycle over the past few years, Palladorian sunstar crystals were being transmitted from the sentient vapors and dragon breath of the blue rainbow suns. And this began weaving the crystalline lattices into the crystal core. This was required for the building out of organic portal technologies within the Sunstar networks for facilitating the Blue Rainbow Bridge. The guardians of the Blue Rainbow Suns have God worlds in the Aqualasha matrix in the diamond heart of Andromeda, which include the Aquafarians that have a direct genetic relationship to the cosmic Christos Palladorians. For some of the Blue-ray Melchizedeks, this is their spiritual home in the God worlds, which their future ascended cosmic Christos solar dragon body will return to in their next incarnation. For many years, the blue rainbow suns have been instrumental in the Palladorian activations and ongoing transmissions of liquid aquiline plasmas for the building of crystalline lattices in the planet with stacks of interwoven horizontal shields that were being connected into the larger systems of the sun-star disk network in the celestial sphere of the starry night dark firmament. Gamma waves. The ancient masters were keen to utilize deep relaxation and transcendental meditation techniques through which they could increase gamma waves in the center of the brain at will, which generated a range of high bliss states and the conscious perception of unity consciousness with God. The planet is currently being bombarded with the highest known electromagnetic waves that mainstream science calls gamma rays, a spectrum of frequency waves that contain the fastest rhythms. These are directly linked to the activation of dormant centers in the brain and to high performance levels of increased cognitive learning and information processing. Gamma waves encourage the synchronization of the human brain waves into the highest consciousness resonances that focus the brain's receivers into more concentrated, narrower frequency bands that allow alignment with the highest intelligent levels in the universe. A relative level of mental body coherence, along with the human brain's energy receivers, support the neurotransmission of certain chemicals that are activated through gamma waves, which further alter consciousness and increase the ability to process massive amounts of data streams sourcing from the gamma rays. These consciousness states are associated with profound moments of self-realization, spiritual downloads, and epiphany. Gamma rays and higher spectrums are the medium through which higher consciousness intelligences communicate via cellular telepathy, which may bring on sudden spiritual illumination, direct cognition, higher sensory perception, and astonishing levels of higher consciousness functioning. This is the higher state of consciousness perception where the spiritual senses open through the presence of unconditional love and compassion, where the only awareness is what is fully present in that moment, a direct knowing without any judgment or need for interpretation through personality filters. The cosmic energies being transmitted now are specifically functioning as physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual entrainment to the incoming gamma waves of cosmic intelligences, through which the human body and brain start deeply connecting with the planetary grid network through the major shifts occurring in the fields of harmonic resonance. When humanity or an individual starts to align with the gamma waves activating throughout the planetary field, it can escalate quickly into entrainment with cellular records and holographic data streams, catalyzing out-of-body experiences and other altered consciousness states that more commonly happen during deep meditation. Gamma wave oscillations stimulate higher consciousness states in the human brain and light body that function to entrain the mind with the collective consciousness in the planetary, galactic, and universal matrix of life, in which we receive deep insights of unity, the interconnection with all of life. The current gamma oscillations are rapidly shifting the planetary matrix and crystal core, which are also unifying the north to south hemispheric layers within the planetary albion into the Golden Gate portal, located in the galactic center. Gamma and brain hemispheric unification. Further, this cosmic energy transmission through the galactic center has gamma waves pouring through the sun disk network of many constellations of sun stars, which are simultaneously generating energetic impacts that are unifying the hemispheres within the human brain and shifting consciousness perception. The planetary brain's hemispheric unification is causing deeper harmonic resonance shifts that activate the human brain's hemispheric unification and may initiate sudden and spontaneous gamma wave oscillations in the bioneurology, which lead to sequences of unexplainable higher consciousness events. Additionally, there are major shifts within the white plasma sound waves that are connected directly to the cosmic mother's elation fields that are also generating harmonious resonances within the human brain in order to attune with the organic tri-wave consciousness fields that are resetting the planetary grid network. During the ascension cycle, many people being activated by gamma waves during plasma activations or when moving Kundalini spirals up the spinal column may experience some form of life review, ego death, near death, or out-of-body experiences. This is described as when portions of our life experience flash before our eyes within inner vision. One becomes aware of emotional perceptions held when retrieving memories during certain life events from the past, present, and future. This is connected to the death process, whereby the soul matrix flushes ranges of gamma wave frequencies into the bioneurology in order to initiate the separation of the physical body from the consciousness body layers. So gamma waves also induce higher consciousness states that happen during the death transition. Thus, some people may undergo similar sensations where it may be felt that the body is dying, when in actuality, the consciousness is being internally transformed within the physical vehicle via awakening into deeper connection with the higher spiritual self. Guardians have repeatedly expressed that during the ascension cycle, those on the ascension path will undergo a death-like transition, where they may remember this level of ego death has happened to them before in previous lifetimes. Further, they may see their deceased loved ones, or perceive their own death and rebirth cycles on the earth plane. However, they are not dropping the physical body at that time, but continuing on the consciousness growth cycle in order to integrate all stations of identity into the ascending vehicle, which is the current personality stationed in the present time that is taking part in the planetary ascension. The point is to understand that the rapid increase of gamma rays into our system may initiate sensations that feel like the soul or consciousness body are leaving a dying physical body, or some level of surreal physical disorientation, which can lead to assorted spiritual phenomena that are associated to major shifts in human consciousness. It is important to know that gamma wave oscillations in the human bioneurology actually act to organically bring in the protective plasmic sheath of the cosmic mother's Azothian firewater elements in the opalescent white elation fields, which function to supremely protect and coat the brain and entire nervous system. This means that gamma waves are generated and increased in the brain during meditation practice. This while devoting ourselves to lead a heart-centered lifestyle based in compassion, are supreme energetic protectors of the human bioneurology, thwarting and neutralizing artificial frequencies and harmful electromagnetic mind control weaponry such as AI signals. The challenges of the non-experiencer with a dogmatic mind and closed heart is that this disconnects them from perceiving the spiritual reality, and as a result, greatly increased gamma wave transmissions can accelerate aberrant gamma oscillations in the brain. This distortion may also accelerate brain inflammation, oxidative stress, and metabolic imbalances, which further cause the gamma network in the brain to malfunction. Gamma waves unify the brain hemispheres and control the connectivity between all of the brain regions, in which abnormal gamma oscillations have been known to lead to diseases of the brain, nervous system, and mitochondria. Thus, to heal and protect the brain and nervous system, it is highly suggested to practice daily meditation with heart-centered self-compassion, as this activity will help support brain entrainment to the gamma wave activations, which in turn can begin to spiritually heal the entire body. The return of authentic ascended masters.